Hi, folks. This is Lee with the Market Sense for the week of August 20th, 2019. The charts in this presentation are from the Trade Navigator software, and that's provided to us by Gettess. We're looking at a weekly bond market chart here, and you can see they've just gotten awfully excited in the last 3 weeks, and the current week is comfortably inside of the previous week. It'd actually be kind of nice if it stayed that way. That might set up a signal one way or the other. For now, boy, well, they're at new highs. That's really all you need to know. You can't sell them. The support to a really strong trend was around 163.09. The low of the week is 63.12. Yeah, okay, maybe close enough if you were really aggressive. But I don't really like it. I'm afraid everything might be waiting this week until Chairman Powell speaks in Jackson Hole Friday morning. There is the release of the Fed minutes from the previous meeting Wednesday afternoon, and that could cause a little flurry of activity. But I think the big deal is, what does the Fed chairman say Friday? You've got a president just absolutely hammering him, telling him he's got to lower rates. And he might have to, but he doesn't really want to appear like he's kowtowing to a president, because the Fed is notoriously non-political. Very tough situation that he's been thrust into, and everybody's waiting to see if he's going to say anything Friday. And I suspect we're going to get a market reaction one way or the other. And Friday morning, well, that doesn't give you a lot of time to do anything before the weekend. The upside target here is around 167.18, just a target, nothing to sell against, because, again, new all-time highs. Come on, don't sell those. If they were to really break down, the next support is down around 161, and I guess if the speech really disappoints them, that's not out of the question that they'd go that low. I mean, in the big picture, even if they're going to continue to trend up, you would expect them to come test the highs that they broke out of at some point, and that's all the way down at the 157 area. So if you can ever find anything to sell, if they start to turn down and you can find anything to sell, there's certainly plenty of room, even if the trend remains up. But you can't sell anything yet, or at least I can't, because they're just making new highs and there's no sign of anything to sell against yet. Again, an inside week this week, that might set something interesting up, but I'm getting way ahead of myself. No telling how much this bar will expand by Friday. In stocks, we have, a situation that surprises me a little bit. After the turn off of this low, which, again, I don't like it, doesn't look like a good low to me. But after the turn off of this low and then recovered a little bit last week, I thought they would probably marginally take out the highs of the last 2 weeks and possibly go up here in the 2970 area. Now, doesn't mean they can't do that. They still can. But I was kind of hoping they would do that early in the week, get a chance to sell them, hopefully to see at least a retest of this low. That hasn't happened so far. They're just kind of biding their time, selling off a little bit, but not really. They're just hanging around the 2907 area either side of it and not really accomplishing much. If they do drop down, the support to monitor is in the 2835 area. Holding that would still make them look pretty good and look like the bounce isn't over yet, and they might go more. Obviously, the next levels would be the previous low here at 2775, and if they do not hold that, then this low here around 2733 is definitely in jeopardy. And I think we might even see some panic selling. If they take out this low, that might encourage a lot of dumping of stock. I'm not predicting that. I'm just warning, if we do get that low, there might be a little extra follow through, just sort of in a panic mode. But as with the bonds, I think the big deal here is, what does the Fed chairman say Friday morning? I think the market's nervous until then. It'll react to other things such as the Fed minutes, but the Fed chairman's statement is the most important thing, and they'll be looking really, really hard at indications that he wants to lower rates and that he doesn't want to do it because the economy's crumbling. Right? Very fine line he's got to run there, and I don't envy Chairman Powell at all. So that's what we've got for you today. I hope you can find something profitable to get yourself in.